also can tell the vent that Sol had mentioned, and where Polly is right now, would drop you down into a room where you'd kind of come out behind these guys.
So sorry, so hold on. Where the vent where Polly is, and where we are on the roof.
No, you guys would have to kind of go from the roof down to the vent where Polly is. It's not far. I mean, like if you imagine you were at the front of the facility, you climbed up onto the roof. Polly kind of went round the bottom to the rear.
Is there like a corridor? Like, so I've got this linked up here, right? Is there like a portable terminal that I can take with us so I can still keep hacked in, and then just use the cameras to find my way through the facility that way?
The thing that
the
thing that you've just connected now will act like a kind of like remote terminal thing for you, because what you do is like a thing that you kind of clip off and you kind of clip around your wrist, and it'll give you like remote access to this device that you've connected here.
Right, I'll do that. I'll unhook. I've got any sentry guns in the
inside the facility.
The dropship. In the dropship, I've got like a portable sentry gun.
No, it's more of like a transport shuttle type thing. No, it's not like a gunship.
But a drone, like a little flyy drone.
I had one of those, yeah.
There are Prisma drones, but they're specifically watching you, and they're kind of like hovering around above, and you don't have access or control over them. You could request control from the director.
I want to request control of one drone.
The director says you should have ample equipment on the dropship. Why do you need access to the drone?
Because I want to watch my back. I want to watch and make sure that nobody tampers with this while we're in the facility. Last thing I want is for my eyes to go, for everything to go dark.
I will station the drone above you in sentry mode. It will make sure that the device you have connected stays connected.
Okay.
This might sound like a bit weird, but is there any precedent for like televised gladiatorial fighting?
Yep. Tons of it.
Okay.
That's what Dave's character done, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Can I? Well, right, fair enough. You're going to place that there. Can you sync the video feed to me?
Yeah, that's something that we can do. It appears as a very small kind of option that you can switch to in your vision.
Got you. Cool. Right. Alright.
So, Polly, you're by the vent. By the way, you all have comms and can speak to each other, regardless of where you are. You just would have had that in the dropship.
I think we were all acting a bit tentatively when it came to like using comms and stuff. That's why I assumed anyway. That's why I hadn't tried to communicate with the team.
That's fair enough. So yeah, you're stood here at the vents. What do you want to do?
Actually, well, I'll fill you in on what I've been doing, but I won't tell you about the lace. I won't tell you about the glint of red yet. I won't tell anybody about that. But I'll let you know what I've seen through the thingy, the cameras.
At any time that you need to, you can ask. You can request that what you're seeing be shared with everyone else. If you just ask the director, they could show you what you're seeing. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Morningstar, what would you like to do? You've been up on the roof the longest.
Yeah, so I've been, well, basically I've been fairly bored at this point in time because I've just been sat watching this guy fiddle around with nerdy shit.
Yeah.
So I've been keeping watch. Has there been any sort of movement around there at all? Actually, are there any other kind of ways into the building through the roof?
Where you are right now, there is more vents, but those vents would drop you. Well, they kind of like feed down into the kind of the ceiling of the main large open plan kind of facility part. So what you would do is you'd kind of like, if you went through those, you'd be a lot more visible than if you went through the one. But then again, you'd be above everybody, so if you are quiet, you might not draw that much attention.
Yeah, I don't really do quiet that well.
Caca, caca.
From above.
Yeah.
Just glide, don't flap wings.
Yeah. Mind you, gliding out of a vent is doable,
That
I
actually
suppose.
makes sense for your guy though, because like if everybody else was going through the other way and you went through these vents on the roof, you would have enough air that your wings would be useful from that. You know, like you'd be able to like drop down onto somebody or.
It must be a pretty decent sized.
Oh, it's huge, yeah, on the inside.
Facility.
Yeah. Also, I mean, wings do fold in, like, bird wings do fold quite close to the body, so he's probably able to pack himself down to a fairly small size.
Technically, the
so I'm
morph
gonna.
ability lets you turn it on and off at will. So if you could just have no wings and then have wings, basically. That's what the ability says. However you want to play it is fine though.
Yeah, I think I prefer playing it that the wings are always there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna basically first I'll check the layout of these vents and see which ones actually go into the compound, and I'll just say I'll be positioning myself. I'll be positioning myself ready to strike when you guys are.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's not exactly difficult. Obviously, with you having the schematics and stuff, you just kind of make your way through. Again, everything's deactivated, like so. There's no fans or anything to contend with. No trip alarms or anything like that.
Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna try and see if I can wedge something into the fans, any fans that I have to go through, just to make sure that they don't come on while we're if we need to get back through them on the way out.
Yeah, so just like something off one of the dead security guards or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Like a hand or a foot.
Yeah. A jawbone.
I think I've been on mute.
Ah, right. Sorry.
It's alright.
What were you trying to say?
I can't remember.
Must have been a lie.
Must have been a lie.
Well, I'm just going to go in kind of through the front door, quite brazenly, but like use the cameras to kind of avoid people and make me way to a point where I can, I don't know, try and get like some cover.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna change over to a different map.
Ooh.
Can you see anything? If you zoom out a little.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Fog of war. Yeah, brilliant, mate. Got it.
I think that's a power loader.
Cools.
All right. So, So you're entering the facility, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
While I was on mute, sorry, I'd have been going through the vents.
Cool. All right. I've revealed certain areas of the map based on where like certain people are, right? So, Morning Star, you'll be like above everything. Like, how do I ping again? How do you ping again?
Yeah, just go down the left button.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. So you'll be here. You'll be here, and like this is the area that you can see from your vantage. You would be able to see more than that actually, but I'll do that in a sec. You would drop out here, Polly. What's Sol doing?
I'm probably a little bit like distrusting of Stu Goku, and I kind of want to go with him, but kind of like be a pace in front of him.
Right. Okay.
And I think I do want to telegraph over the comms. But I think there might be ways around this without, just murder whole brewing the whole place down.
Right.
Especially with the signs of not forced entry. And I don't. Did you not tell us about the glint?
I didn't know.
Okay. Well, I'll not say anything.
Yeah,
about that.
when you ping over the comms about that, Morningstar reply, there might be
Maybe what?
ways to avoid violence.
Where will be? So where am I, Ants?
You're up here, mate.
Up
with
here.
with Sol coming through the front door.
Right. Why is it not letting us? Right. It's been. Right. It won't let us take me thing onto Roll20.
You're talking. It's already there.
Oh, where is it?
Up here.
Top left.
Can I see it?
Can you see Connor's token?
I can see Connors. I just can't see me.
It's literally
Can you see it
next to it.
No.
Oh, weird. Hold on.
Hold on. We'll just restart this. I'll reload it. May just not load it up properly.
Technical problems. Please be patient.
I think I know what my move's going to be, Anthony.
Mhm.
I'm going to drop that little do-wacky optic roller thing
Yeah.
and start trying to map this place.
There we go.
All right. So
Yay.
what I'll do, what you'll see, mate, when you do that, is people.
Peeps. Oh, there's peeps in front of us, yeah?
Yeah.
Oof.
However, I think they're all facing the wrong way, but I'll sort that out in a sec.
So I can see a bit more than that, can't I? You
Yeah.
said before.
I'm gonna do that now. Yeah. So you'd have like, to be honest, you'd probably be able to see over here as well. Actually, you'd probably be able to see all of this because you're up high, aren't you?
Is the roof made of glass?
No,
Yeah.
he's in the vent, isn't he?
Right.
Yeah, so there you go. So what, I'm just going to relocate some of these dudes because they'll have moved around. So these ones would be facing this way, sorry. And then what did we had? We had this guy, he was shooting stuff, chucking stuff over the side. And he was chatting with this guy. He had this guy over here. This guy was walking back this way.
How big a drop is that?
Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah, about 100 feet. And then you would also see... these guys. And I guess, to be honest, you guys would probably be able to see down this corridor as well, wouldn't you? So, yeah.
Well, I've got access to all of the video cameras.
Aye. Exactly. So it's pointless having fog of war.
Do you also have access to other security features?
At the minute, yeah, he's got access to basically like site facilities.
Excellent.
There aren't
yes.
there aren't any internal sentry guns though.
That would have been easy. And go.
And
You do have access to like any of the kind of like vehicles and stuff that are in the facility. That can be accessed.
Interesting. Oh, excellent! Like the power loader.
Maybe.
That's an interesting idea. Actually, yeah. Can I hack into that power loader then and make it move forward and twat these two guys?
That sounds incredibly cool. So yes.
before you do that, I'll probably give you a mad like tactical appraisal and suggest you move slightly out of line of sight of this corridor, and I'll probably move to the other corner here, and I'll get me rifle ready.
That's probably a good idea.
I'll be like peer past the corner, like at that guy down me sights.
Cool.
I'm still out of sight at the,
Yeah, you're still kind of like hidden up in the rafters, mate.
yeah.
Do you want to give us a mind check for hacking into the thing?
Yes.
It's not exactly hard though. You're only going to need 2 successes.
Right. Okay, hold on. Oh god. Yeah, give us 2 seconds. I'm just gonna change this again.
Yeah. So Polly, you've thrown out the little drone scanner kind of thing, which is kind of like rolling around this area, and you can see this fella here. He's kind of like walking away. He's like walking back up this.
Which one was that, mate? It didn't ping.
This guy. You don't see that?
No.
Just
Got 2 guys in front of the loader and
The red guy.
red. Yeah, that's pinged there.
That was me.
That was you, was it? Why aren't you pinging anything?
I don't know. I think Roll20 might be acting up a little.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Right.
2 successes, but I got a 1 on me fate dice.
Excellent.
Ooh,
Excellent.
stuff.
You activate the loader. You have control of it and can make it do whatever you want.
Excellent.
And what would you like it to do?
I would like it to move forward and basically barge these 2 off the sort of side, off to its right hand side.
Well, that absolutely happens. Exactly how you want it to.
So I just saw this loader like come to life.
Yeah.
Cool.
Get in.
So yeah, this loader just surges and then smashes forward into these two guys. One of them sees it coming and then he like tries to dive out of the way but falls over the edge. The other guy just gets smushed into this kind of container thing over here. However, that has activated everybody into kind of combat mode. So let's get an initiative check off everybody, which is a mind check.
Fuck's sake.
Oh no!
2 successes, not too bad.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Blimey.
Canny?
That's on 4. Yeah.
All right. So. Okay. So.
I got a 1 on my fate for the
Yeah.
initiative one I made.
So it'll be Morningstar first because you've got a 6 on your fate. So we'll give you that one. And then it'll be the bad guys. Then it'll be Stu. Then it'll be Connor. And then it'll be Mark.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So Morningstar, what do you want to do?
I want to swoop down at the guy on the bridge and try and knock him off.
Like kind of like swoosh down into like a kind of drop kick.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then if I can, get back out of the way before something else comes at me.
All right. Well, yeah. So right, you drop down. Make your attack check. So this is like an unarmed attack check, right? So you're not hitting him with a weapon or anything. What are you?
Unless there's some way to morph my claws and increase my chances that way. But
So you want to use your ability, your active ability.
yeah, no, I'll just use the unarmed, I think. Yep.
I'll just have a little quick look at your active ability allows you to manifest a second monstrous trait. So your first monstrous trait would be wings. Your second monstrous trait would be claws. Which is really good because they deal extra damage. So a normal unarmed attack's going to deal 2 damage, but claws deal 3 damage and go through armor, which is good. So, what would you like to do? Because you can use your claws if you want.
Yeah, I'll use the claws.
Cool. So you swoop down, your claws come out, and you just like charge into this poor bastard.
Yeah. That's a big fucking pigeon.
That's a big pigeon.
Of death.
All right. So you want to make your attack check. So unarmed attacks can use strength or precision, depending on how you're attacking. So obviously, if you're using strength, it's more like brawling and kind of, like less graceful, more power kind of a deal. If you're using precision, obviously, it's more like martial arts.
Oh, strength.
Okay.
There's not much graceful about what he's basically doing now.
So yeah, you just roll your strength. This guy has an evasion of 2, which you hit. You don't get any extra damage. by rolling additional successes above his evasion. So you will just be doing 3 from your claws, but his armor won't come into play at all. So he just needs to make a toughness check against the 3 damage, which he fails. You basically just, well, how do you want to kill this guy? Basically,
I want to swoop in, and just as I'm flying by, I'm going to rake the claws across his throat.
oof. Yeah, just like drops to his knees, and just like a torrent of blood just erupts from his neck. Now you could still move.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You've still got movement based on your wings.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get myself back up out of line of sight of the guys on the other side of the bridge.
Oh, alright, so it's like a kind of swoop down and then back up kind of thing, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, if you're up there, I would consider you being, like, not in cover, but, like, definitely obstructed.
Yeah.
Awesome. And next was the bad guys. Alright, so this guy runs over to kind of, like, shut off the loader and try and help his mate who's got squashed. This guy sees his mate's throat get torn out and starts rushing towards him. This guy here kind of just fires wildly at you as you're kind of like trying to hide, mate. So you're gonna be obstructed, all right? So that's additional +1 to the target number. So what's your evasion? Which would be half your agility rounding up.
That would be 2.
2, so it's +1 for being obstructed, so 3. So you would need 3 successes to land a hit, which he doesn't get. So yeah, he just like fires up at you as you just like descend into the kind of rafters again. This guy, he is kind of facing this way, and he's going to run down here to join his buddy over there. This guy will rush over here. Okay, so next would be... Oh, sorry, there's this guy here. He is going to... He's going to move up and take cover behind like these pipes, and he's going to try firing at Sol. So what would be Sol's evasion?
2.
2. I'd say you're also obstructed by this kind of side of the of the walkway here. So that'll go up to 3. Yeah, cool. So he's going to make a shot, needing 3 successes. He fails. He also gets a 1, which is a fumble. So he's going to have to roll a d6 and find out what happens. He gets a 4. Apologies, I'm using the rules on my phone. So he gets 4 on the fumble table. Yeah, so it's kind of irrelevant because you missed anyway, but what he got was a glancing blow, so even if he did hit, any of his extra successes that he would score from his hit wouldn't count as damage. All right. So next is Stu Goku, isn't it?
It is. Right. Can I aim and fire at him?
You can.
What's this bit here?
That's kind of like
entry.
it's like underneath the one that you're on.
Right. Right. He's in cover there. I'm gonna have to move really on and fire on him.
If you were to fire on him right now, he'd be like in. He wouldn't be in cover. He'd just be obstructed.
Right. I might just fire on him. Actually, I think I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna move to about here.
Yeah.
And when I'm at about this position, I'm gonna like shoot at him.
Right.
So like, gonna, like run across the gantry and then blam, take a shot.
Cool, like running gun style.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Blam, blam.
Blam blam.
It's with his big massive hand cannon thing, so it'll be like in all capitals, all caps. Blam blam.
Come on. 4 successes.
That is a solid hit. He would have a evasion of 2 plus 1 for being obstructed, so 3, and you scored 4, which means you get plus 1 to your damage.
So my damage is 4 damage, 5 damage total.
5 damage. Alright, so he is wearing light armor, so that reduces that by 2. So he needs to score 3 successes to block this damage on his toughness check. And he fails.
Nope.
Very, very kind of 90s manga, kind of anime style. I just imagine this guy doesn't have a head anymore, and in 1 or 2 frames there's an eyeball.
Perfect 90s manga.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Next to act would be Sol.
Right. How much movement do I get and like still fire?
So you can always make on your turn. You can always make a move, which would be 5 squares. It'd be your maximum move. Or you can also make an attack, right? So you can always move 5 squares and make an attack on your turn.
Right. Okay.
Do a move and an attack.
I want to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here, so I'm getting a little bit of cover or obstruction from the scenery. I'm gonna aim. I take it I can see this guy. The stairs aren't like too tall.
Yeah. He's kind of like probably like peering over, kind of like trying to get a bead on you.
Yeah. I'll probably like whisper like an almost silent prayer, and then just fucking two to the chest, 1 at the head.
Cool, man. He will be obstructed, obviously, from like where he is. So just again, you'd need 3 successes to hit.
Okay, I think I'm gonna eat an edge to make it
Advantage.
go on 3s.
All right, cool. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, 3.
All right, that's a solid hit.
Nice.
So you're using the medium ranged weapon, which does 4 damage. So his armor reduces that by 2, so he needs 2 successes to soak this damage. He passes. All right. So yeah, you 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. Like you miss a couple of the shots that ping off the kind of like stairway where he is, and the one that does hit him in the chest kind of like bounces off his armor.
Ouch.
He kind of like, it makes him stumble on the stairs though, you know, like the impact from the hit. Next is Polly.
Right, so I am plot appropriate distance within me thingy to get this guy, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is he, I want to like make it like a stealth attack.
Alright, okay. So you need to roll stealth.
Well, there's agility. Yes, just check me 2 seconds. Yep, stealth agility. It's 5. Yeah. 4. Ooh, lots of ones, but 3 successes.
Alright, I'm just gonna roll this guy's mind. Okay. He has no idea that you're there.
Very good. Right, and then I'm just gonna slip up behind him, all quiet like, and unleash me side blade.
Alright. So a surprise attack will give he will only have an evasion of 1, a base evasion of 1. So you just make your precision roll.
Yeah.
Oh!
6 on the fate as well.
Okay, this is another incredibly good example. Thank you, Mark. You rolled a 6 on the hit, so that is a critical hit. 6 on the fate dice. That is a critical hit. So, if you were to do damage here, you would do 2 levels of damage. Now, these guys only have 1 health as grunts. So, it's not as huge of a deal here. But when you're fighting like other things that have much more health levels, that's important because if he also rolls a 1 on his toughness check on his fate dice, that could go up to 3 health levels, which that can, if somebody did that to you, that would kill a player outright. Pretty much, well, take them out of the fight straight away. So we have, so his evasion of 1, so you've done an additional 4 successes, and what damage does your Psyblade do? 6, so you do 10 damage to this guy.
Oh, poor bugger. I don't even think there'd be a chance for me toxins to have a lingering effect. I think the guy would just be bubbling a pile of shit, wouldn't he? So,
well, his armor's going to reduce. What did we say that it was?
2, I think.
2, yeah.
So it's going to reduce it to 8. So he needs to get 8 successes on 4 dice.
You can do it.
Come on,
you can do it. Lots of 6s.
Come on, lad. You can do it.
Come on, grunt.
No.
What a bear.
So
as I slip over, I do the scythe blade, so it's like basically touch, hand on his back, the scythe blade goes through him, and I'm grabbing his gun with my other hand and like just gently taking it off him so he doesn't have a response to let a round off, so he's being killed totally in stealth.
Yeah, so he literally just like manages to let out a couple of like gasping kind of like shocked breaths and then just falls to the floor dead.
And I will also crouch behind that barrel.
Right. So
ironically, Polly now gets trampled on by a power loader.
all right. So the massacre continues. round starts over. I'm not going to keep rolling for initiative each turn. It is an option if you want to do that. Just for speed, I won't be. So it'll be... Who got highest again? It would be Morningstar next act.
Okay, so that guy's dead now.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yep. But yeah, I am going to. I can see those two starting to approach. But trying to think, who is he most likely to want to go for? He's a bit single-minded and a bit of a glory hound, so he is very tempted to go for that one. But this guy's on his own as well, and he did take a shot at him, so I'm going to go for him.
Cool. All right. So, sorry, I should also mention when you charge, you deal +1 damage. So it didn't matter last time because you killed that guy, but it would have classed as a charge, so you would have done +1 damage.
Yeah. So I'm just going to repeat the same process as last time. So I'm just going to charge and slash at him.
All right.
So that's +1 damage or +1 dice?
+1 damage, so it's like applied after you land a successful hit.
Okay. Right.
Again, solid hit. That's +1 damage from your roll and then +1 damage from charging. So you deal 5 damage. He gets no armor against your claws, so he needs 5 successes to not die. Poor guy. Oh no.
Oh, close but no cigar.
Yeah.
A valiant effort.
Now.
Jobber.
Yeah, exactly. These guys are jobbers, and as such, only have 1 health and basic stats.
And again, I'm gonna move back up into the shadows.
Do you know what would be a really good trait for your guy? Slayer, because it lets you, when you take somebody out, it lets you use the rest of your move to get to another target and then make another attack.
Is that a combat trait?
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that something I could buy at level up for?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Should have a prerequisite that he has to have like the band T-shirt on while he's doing this.
What wings?
Or hums the tunes.
That would be terrifying. It's just like these poor guys are on the gantries and all they can hear above them is and then the guy just keeps swooping down and taking throats.
I was thinking like a same old band on the run, like Wings. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So for that one, he would have swooped in, and the claws would have sunk into this one's belly, and then just pulled out again.
Like lifted him off the
just
ground.
for added grotesqueness.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So we're starting to get some panic from the remaining guys. This guy
taking down 6 of them.
Well, they have no idea what's going on. This guy kind of sees his mate die here and then just thinks like, no, I'm out of here, and runs this way to unfortunately straight towards Polly.
Sweet.
This guy also says, you know, Batman's over here ripping throats out, so I'm out here. And he heads this way, unfortunately, straight towards Stu Koku and Saul, who are busy murdering his mates in the corridor ahead. So it's not their day. But, you know, they're just punks. So, the next person to act was... Oh no, this guy. He can make a shot. He's going to take a shot at Sol, being the closest. You are obstructed. So, what's your evasion, mate?
2.
So it goes up to 3. 3 successes. No, and he gets a 1. Well done.
So what does a 1 in the fate mean for?
When you're attacking, it's a fumble. You need to roll a d6 on the fumble chart. A 1 means that your weapon is broken.
Nice.
Or jams effectively can't be used until it's repaired.
The jam would be sweet, like. Especially because he's panicked. It's like,
Yeah.
Why aren't you working?
Just try and find it. So yeah, 1 would be a broken weapon. A 2 is a dropped weapon in melee or an out of ammo when shooting, and then a 3 to 6 is a glancing blow, which means that your extra successes from the hit don't count as damage.
Yeah, right.
Right. So I mean, he missed anyway. So he just fires wildly in your direction, which just like pings off the kind of the pipe work right next to you. Then it would be Stu Goku.
Right, I am going to. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move up to here. So I'm in cover, possibly. I don't know what that is. Assuming that's another gantry heading off in this direction.
Yeah, it'll still give you. So you have to actually use your action to go into cover in this game to benefit from.
Oh, right, okay.
Given that if you're in cover, you apply disadvantage to any ranged attacks against you. But what you're doing is you're literally hunkering down, like completely taking cover. There is a trait
in this case.
Yeah, there's a trait that allows you to fire when you're in cover, like blind fire. But I don't think anybody has that. But if you fire from cover, you're effectively stepping out of cover to do it. You know.
Got you.
What to do it effectively.
So it's not a trade-off like trading like extra like armor with cover and getting minuses to your shooting roll. It is an all or nothing thing.
Yeah, it's like you literally dive behind something and take cover. You know.
Gotcha. In that case,
what is normally considered cover is just called obstructed in this. Like you're putting something between you and your target, but you still want to be able to hit them.
That's fair. Well, in that case, all I'm going to do then is just move to that point.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll reveal something down there, but if not, I'm just going to shoot at this dude that's just appeared.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it would.
If I can see him.
It just reveals more gantry ways without any enemies on it. Yeah, you make your shot.
Right, precision. Ooh,
6 on the fate again.
6 on the face.
Juicy. This guy is not in. He's not obstructed at all, basically. Because he's on a. Because those stairs go down and those go up, so that's like that level there. This one here is like lower, isn't it?
The same as me, isn't it? Yeah.
This one's the same.
I'd assume so.
Alright, so he's not really in any cover, but what's the range band? So we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you are, I believe, medium range. Let's just double check that. Yeah, you are medium range, which is +1 target number anyway. So,
it's a solid hit, but not
still a solid hit. But you rolled a 6 on your fate, which is critical. Again, these guys only have 1 wound, so it's not exactly super important. But
it's just 4 damage then.
So 4 damage. This guy has 2 armor, so he needs 2 successes. Which he gets.
Oh.
Again, you just boom with the hand cannon, and it just like smashes
Wings
off
him.
his smashes off his kind of like shoulder plate that he was wearing. Then we
Make him
have...
pause.
Ah, yeah, definitely. He's looking at his knife that he's got in his hand and thinking, "This is not a fair fight." Next act is Sol.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue the slow advance.
I thought you were going to say continue the slaughter. Yeah.
Well, I might as well. Yeah, I'll mutter another prayer under my breath and I'll try to triple tap him and actually hit this time.
Okay.
I'm not gonna spend me point this time. Fucks.
Now hold on. I think you're... Yeah. Yeah. So you're basically... Do you think that you're close enough now that he's not going to receive the obstruction from the ladder?
Oh god, that's your call. I don't know how tall the ladders are.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on this map, but no, I'm going to say that he's still obstructed, which means that you miss. So you could use an edge to re-roll.
I should have spent the edge to make it. So yeah, averages that and fail it again. So no, I'm not gonna bother.
Okay.
I'm not particularly interested in murdering people anyway, unless I don't.
Well, you're close enough now to see that this guy is petrified. Like, really shaking in his boots. And in the kind of dark, kind of like gloom of this this facility, again, you swear you see that like the kind of red glint in this guy's eye.
Right. Okay. Now I've seen it. I'll probably say over the comms to Stu Goku if I can do that instantaneously.
Yeah.
And particularly, I'll say like, leave this one to me, and maybe the other one as well.
Oh, by the way, do you remember, Stu,
okay.
when you rolled to hack the power loader and you got a 1 on the fate?
Yes.
That's going to come into play now. I couldn't tell you then, but it's going to come into play now.
Okay.
You see the, you know how you have the connection to the drone that's watching your thing?
Yeah, yeah.
You see that the drone zooms down and then zaps the device, and then everything goes off.